Hello amazing people. This is your little Pinay Jen and I'm back in my channel. How are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing great and that you are all healthy and happy. Today's video is I am going to talk about the sources of income here in our little town in Hinatuan. As you all know guys, that Hinatuan is a fishing village. It's close to the ocean. A lot of people here in Hinatuan are struggling supporting their families, and that we don't have much tourists here in our little town. This is not a tourist destination, although we have a couple of islands that will catch our tourist attention, but foreigners are not always coming into our town. So in this video, I am going to show you examples of the jobs that people do in order to survive and support their families. And in our little town, there's not much of opportunities to earn money. So without further ado, let's get into this topic. In the downtown area of Hinatuan, there are numerous street food vendors that sell food right next to the road. This is actually very hard work. They use hot oils to cook the food fresh. Several vendors have the exact same items, but some are more popular than others because they use the different spices and different cooking procedures. These vendors work 8 to 12 hours a day providing food for people that work in the downtown area. Popular items that they cook is kwek. This is an egg that is coated with flour and deep fried. Another popular item in Hinatuan is fried chicken intestines. I know my friends in America would think this is very gross, but here is very popular dish. Hot dogs are coated with flour and deep fried as well, and it is very delicious. One thing is balut. Balut is a duck egg that has different stages of the embryo maturity. Once again, this is not a dish you would see in the United States or in Europe, but is very popular here. In Hinatuan, we have many sidecar drivers and also drivers that operate ungbak or bao-bao. Many people cannot afford to own a motorcycle. You also see very few actual cars in my town. In order for people to travel throughout the town, we rely on sidecars and other motorcycle transportation. This is a way for people to earn income by driving people to different destinations around my town. It is very cheap transportation. A typical ride would only cost 10 to 15 pesos, which is really only a penny. Even my grandfather, he is a sidecar driver earning income by transporting people throughout the town. We have a downtown terminal that small buses come to pick up people to transport to other barangays, what you call towns. As you can see in the video, at this bus terminal there are many little shops that sell snacks, candy, water, and other items to take along for the trip. This is a way for small shop owners to earn income to help support their families. Here in the video, you see a meat shop. Here, they sell pork, beef, and other meat products. There are several shops like this in Hinatuan. Some sell chicken, pork, or beef. This shop is a very popular shop to purchase pork. It's refrigerated, very clean, and you will not see any flies or other bugs. The pork here is usually slightly more expensive than you were purchased at the downtown wet market. But sometimes you get what you pay for, meaning you get a better quality pork at the meat shop. The owners of this type of shops have a bigger overhead because they have to pay for the refrigerated store. That is another reason why the meat is slightly more expensive. But here, you can tell them exactly what type of pork cut you want and they will personalize your pork cuts. This market is right next to the ocean. Fresh fish is caught and brought straight here to this market. As you can see, there is a lot of competition from one owner to another. Depending on what type of fish were caught that day depends on what you can purchase. As you can see in the video, there is one very large tuna. This tuna will be cut up into small sections to be sold at different stands. Tuna is a very popular dish, but you will see every imaginable type of fish, crab, octopus, and other fish products. Here, you can see me and my nieces going down to the fish market. I wanted them to come to the top of this building so that we can get a good view of the fishing boats that dock their boats in order to unload the fresh caught fish for that day. Can you imagine catching a large tuna in one of these very small boats? It takes a very skilled fisherman to haul a large fish into one of the small boats without capsizing or damaging their boat. In the morning, large blocks of ice are transported to Hinatuan by refrigerated trucks. Fishermen will purchase ice from this iceman and they will then load their boats up with ice in order to keep their fish very fresh. Of course, fish is sold at the market, but vast majority is actually loaded onto refrigerated trucks to transport to other larger cities. We are very lucky here in Hinatuan because we get the most fresh caught fish and crab that you can ever imagine. Fishing is actually the largest source of income in our town. Across from the fish market is the fruit and vegetable vendors. Most of these vendors actually grow their own fresh fruits and vegetables and then bring them to market to sell. Once again, we are very lucky here because we get the most fresh vegetables and fruit you can ever imagine. Every day, people come downtown to purchase vegetables, fruits, as well as the fish. Of course, this is a big source of income for these farmers. As you can see, there is every different type of fruit and vegetables imaginable. There's nothing better than eating fresh fruits and vegetables. These vendors are always very nice and don't yell to try to get people to go to their stalls as people in the fish market. I have a favorite vendor you see in the picture that sells me her fruit and vegetables. She is one of my favorites because she always gives me a discount. In the Philippines, we have a saying, rice is life. We eat rice morning, noon, and at dinner time. Here you see very beautiful large rice paddies. Rice is a very big source of income in our area. I added a picture of a beautiful little Catholic church in the middle of the rice field. Water buffalo or carabao are used to help in the farms. It is a very hard-working animal. Another thing about Filipinos is we love to eat a lot of pork. So, we have a lot of pig farmers that raise pigs at their farms. Many farmers raise pigs as a source of additional income to help subsidize their farms. For birthdays, weddings, and other large parties, we eat what is called lechon, which is a roasted pig. They have a specialty people that do nothing but roast the lechon slowly over wood coals after it has been purchased and butchered by the pig farmer. This is very time consuming. This man started roasting a pig at 3 a.m. and completed this pig at 10 a.m. It takes a lot of work and expertise to make sure you do not burn the pig and that is thoroughly cooked. This man does nothing but roast pigs for others. He's one of the best in town. It is a big source of his income for his family. Unfortunately, it was a very rainy and cold morning when I went to visit this man. I paid 1,500 pesos for him to cook the lechon for my family. 1,500 pesos is about 28 US dollars. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, you have a better understanding of the ways in which my people in Hinatuan support their families and earn income. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. It really helps my channel grow. I appreciate all of you good people. I wish a special shout out to my patrons. Without your support, my channel would never be here. God bless and stay safe. Love, your little Pinay.